Good afternoon. My 7th grade year started out great. However, in January of 2005, everything drastically changed overnight. I was carrying so much emotional stress. The year became the hardest of my life. The same year, I heard about the AVID program and was eager to join. I was in class when the intercom suddenly buzzed in, calling for a Lizbeth Ruiz in a horribly monotonous voice. I quickly got up and went to my counselor's office. At first, I couldn't understand why Miss Quick wanted to see me. I mean, there would be no way that she would know what I was going through. I hadn't even told my best friend. However, in one sentence, I realized that she did. "Sit down, Lizbeth. Your mom called me earlier today. She wanted me to talk to you," she said. At the time, I had recently found out that my mother had been diagnosed with cancer in her uterus, and it was vastly affecting my entire family. I was too busy dwelling on all those what-ifs that my head couldn't cope with all the stress academically and the family problems. My grades were slipping a little too much for my own, good. So when my counselor said, "I was surprised to hear about your mother, but if you ever feel like talking to me about anything at all, I'll be there. I'll listen. For every word you say, I promise I'll be there." At that moment, all the efforts I had made to keep my feelings hidden, they crumpled. I could feel my eyes irritated with the tears that were threatening to fall down my face. As she continued, I couldn't help the tears run. Soon after, my mother had an operation and removed her cancerous uterus. I was thrilled that everything had gone well. I had nothing to worry about anymore except catch up on the assignments that I wasn't in the right state of mind to complete. I was extremely behind, and I wasn't satisfied with my grades at all. I decided to stay for extra help and one-on-one attention from my teachers. Maybe they would help me get back on track. Within a few weeks, I made it. I was back on track. I was happy. One afternoon, one of my teachers mentioned that the middle school was trying to recruit AVID for our 8th graders. He thought it would be a good idea for me to join. I knew what the AVID program was, and I knew that it would provide help for students like myself. I knew I would have help available in case of relapse in the future. The program was also for those students who would be first generation in college. My uncle was part of the AVID program and for 4 years before he graduated. He always suggested I do the same when I entered high school. I had seen how much the program had helped him that I always hoped to follow in his footsteps. So far, I have. 8th grade year, I was enrolled in the AVID program and learned so much about the classes that I should consider taking and the classes that I definitely needed to take. I love the way that it all seemed so easy to me because of all the help that I received from both my teachers and my peers. My freshman year, I became freshman representative of the AVID Club. I had all pre-AP classes and was in the top 10% of my class with A and B honor roll. My sophomore year, I once again enrolled for all pre-AP classes, and this time I decided to take a challenge. I was in English 4 AP. I was sophomore representative and had a 3.8 GPA. I was accepted to both the University of Texas Pan American and South Texas College for their dual enrollment program, which would give me both high school and college credit at the same time. At STC, I was accepted into the Dual Enrollment Medical Science Academy, otherwise known as DEMSA, in which I would graduate with an associate's degree in biology before even graduating high school. How cool would that be? I am proud to say I am doing well. I am passing all my classes and in the top 10% of my year. In fact, I'm in the top 5%. I have made many friends and family and have excellent teachers. I love the family feeling that AVID provides for me. Without the AVID program, I do not think I would have gone as far as I have now. I do not think the importance of GPAs and AP courses would have readily been available to me. I also like that my classmates share the same mentality about the importance of education and do not distract me from studies. In fact, they support me. In fact, there are 3 others in my class that share the same experience regarding concurrent enrollment. I can always ask them for help, or they can count as me as well. Without AVID in my life, I think I would have succeeded, but not to the point where I am now. Because of all the support, I feel as if we did it all together, as friends, as a family. Ever since that horrible cancer, I've wished to make a difference and join the medical field. With the opportunities that AVID has granted me, I am one step closer to achieving my goal. I will be one gigantic step closer to my future and becoming the first in my family to graduate high school and college and pursue a medical degree. AVID opened the doors for a brighter future when I did not believe my mother or I had one. Thank you.